CAF Champions League match. Young Africans visas Al Ahly tomorrow at Benjamin Mkapa. Did you prepare well for the match?
Hello, morning, everybody. Yes, this week we can say we prepare well. We have enough time to, especially to rest the players who last week were in the national team duty. As I said before, the first game was very difficult for us for the preparation. It's not the same case now, and I'm very happy with the work with the players, and we are ready to play tomorrow this big game for young Africans.
They are ready for the game tomorrow against the Al Ahly. Questions to Coach Gamondi?
Morning.
My name is Msabaha from Wasafi. Yeah, the expectation from the fans are very high. How are you going to handle it?
We working very hard from the beginning of the season to be in this stage. One of the goals we fixed with the president is to be in the group stage of CAF Champions League, to put the name of young African in the big table of the big clubs. For sure the expectation for the fans, for everybody, they are high. No? We are, I repeat, we are very happy and ready to play this game tomorrow. I'm happy personally because, as I said before, we can prepare well this week. And for us is a very good opportunity to play against I can say the biggest team in Africa. Will be very tough, no doubt, like we were in Algeria, but I'm very confident and trust and believe too much in this group of players, and they can manage the situation and try to play good football, and we want to compete again in front of the biggest team of the Africa, no? But remember, for me, in football, experience means a lot, no? And no doubt we play against the better team, or the team who has more experience in Africa, is the more successful team in Africa. For that, we need to put an extra effort to compete against them in the same level. But you know the slogan of the club, Daimambele Nyumangwiko, and never better for myself in this philosophy, because when we play 11 against 11. Anything is possible, and for sure tomorrow we will come in here to compete face to face in front of this giant. And for that, Wananchi must be sure that we will give all our best. I cannot promise nothing. It's football. And logically, we don't have enough experience to compete. But I'm more than sure tomorrow will be a great game. And hopefully we can get a very good result.
Another questions? Yes?
Coach, in a game of Algeria, you considered 3 goals in a game. Yeah. In the first 10 minutes, you considered a single goal. Another extra time, in a extra time before the first half to end up, and another in extra time of the second half. It was a tactical, strategical time. What are you thinking as you're going to face the same team with the same mentality? as what you have been playing with in Algeria? Thank you.
Good question. Thank you. I think at the beginning, it's not excuse, but the other day we starting bad. The first 10, 15 minutes, we knew when you play against Arabic team, especially away, they try to put in the first 15, 20 minutes a lot of huge pressure to try to score. And was our mistake, we talking about that, not to play back, not get a risk, and after, don't forget, was a mistake, was an accident, no? Bacca want to clear the ball, was deflected, and we considered this goal. The second goal as well was a mistake in the marking when we have possession of the ball. As you say, the last goal is an extra time, should be even if you say logical because we are in attacking, but this is the type of mistake you cannot do. And I talking before with your colleague about experience. No? You need to manage this type of situation. You need to know. Sometimes game is 90 minutes. You cannot be open sometimes, and especially in the first 15, 20 minutes. I always say, and you are witness, like Johan Cruyff say, football is a game of mistake. The team who did a mistake is the winner, and we pay a lot our mistake, and we need to be responsible, and I get the responsibility for these 3 goals. It's for that, for tomorrow games, one of the stronger points for us is to avoid to have this type of mistake.
Another question?
Okay, Coach, you lost the first match at Algeria, and tomorrow you are going to face African giant Al Ahly. Does it add something to your preparation toward tomorrow game that to have extra concentration, extra performance to grab all 3 points?
The first 11. No, Ahly, I tell you, it's Ahly. Eh? We need to be cautious for all the team. But as I said before, we cannot repeat the type of mistake we did in the first game. I want to protect my player because this type of mistake coming as well the last game about the tiredness of the team. Remember, we have 10 players in the national team. They traveling to Morocco, coming here, go to again Algeria, and sometimes the mind cannot give the good decision to the legs, and we did the mistake. It's not an excuse, but it's in favor of the player. But basically, and I can see where you coming in this words, is my caution is this: don't make any type of mistake, because when you play against the big team, small mistake they punish. Sometimes in the local league you can make some mistake, the other team no punish immediately, but this type of team they do that. Biggest team in Africa, like all over the world, even sometimes they don't play well and winning, and this is we need to be aware, very very aware, and after to prepare the team to play our game and try to attack them and score goals, but principally is to avoid mistake.
Yes. 2 last questions.
Coach, the concept of naming the game or the day after the player, does it motivate a player or giving him a pressure?
Can you again, please?
The concept of naming the match.
Bacca day.
Yes, Bacca day. Does it motivate a player or giving him a pressure?
No, it's not a pressure. No. I think it's a policy of the club. I think it's recognized little bit one by one the players, but it's more for the public. We are out of this situation. We are 27 players, and we thinking in the game plan For me, it's more a situation than marketing, than bring people to the stadium. Even it's good to recognize the player, but you know, if you ask me, I not to agree with this type of thing, because for me, the most important is the team, it's not the name. But I understand the policy, the club, is to try to help, to bring people, to have more public in the stand and anything. But we are, honestly, inside the group, we are out of these issues.
Last question.
Yes, Coach, congratulations as your president, the president of the club, as elected to be the African Clubs Association chairperson. And how far does this motivate you as you approach tomorrow's match against Al Ahly? Because probably the whole of Africa will be watching tomorrow's game.
Thank you, but you need to congratulate to the president. For us, it's an honor. No? The president, Hersi, is in this position in Africa, and I think it's not only for young African and for us, it's for Tanzania. I think it's one of the first things Tanzania have a people inside the government of the CAF, which is very, very important, and give to us one idea how important is to come in Tanzanian football. And I'm not talking only about young African. For me, when we come into work in Tanzania, we work for the Tanzanian football, not for one club. And for that was very important to young Africa to be part of the group stage and learn from that. Remember, young African is more than 25 years, is not in the Champions League, and this was a big step. Now we want to compete, and to have a president of our club in this position, I think is very good, is very motivated for us, but for all Tanzanian football as well. And when I received yesterday the news, I'm more than happy and proud, and hopefully can help us even in the motivation to believe Tanzania, we can be in the top of the African football in a few years.
Thanks, Coach. That is the briefing from the Young Africans. Kesho, kwa niaba ya wachezaji, mambo yakoje?
Assalamu alaikum. Sisi kama wachezaji tumejipanga vizuri. Matokeo yaliyotokea kule Algeria yameshapita tayari. Kwa hiyo kesho tuweza kujipanga vizuri kwa tuweza kupata pointi 3 hapa nyumbani.
Una mpango mzuri wa kupata alama 3 nyumbani. Maswali kwa Mwamnyeto. Nataka sura ambazo hazijauliza maswali kabisa. Kama hakuna ndo niruhusu kwenye hao ambao wameshauliza sana. Sawa, twende pale.
Bakari, mimi naamini kama wachezaji pia wao mnapata muda wa kufanya analysis kuhusiana na timu pinzani. Al Ahly kwenye mechi 9 za mwisho wamepiga mashuti 122. Katika hayo mashuti yaliyolenga lango ni 35 tu. Kwenu safu ya ulinzi, wewe ukiwa kiongozi, inawapa afueni ya kwanza kufikiria hilo? Kwenye mashuti 35 wanafunga magoli 11 tu kati ya mashuti 122. Asante.
Sisi kama safu ya ulinzi tumeangalia mechi zao za karibu, tumeangalia uzuri wao, madhaifu yao. Kwa hiyo sisi kama mabeki tumejipanga vizuri kwamba hakuna mshambuliaji yote aweza kulenga goli letu kuweza kupiga shuti. Shida tumewachia washambuliaji na viungo, lakini kesho na imani mchezo utakuwa mgumu na wajipange vizuri kuweza kuja kesho.
Bakari, katika mechi 2 zilizopita Ale alizocheza na Yanga hajapata ushindi katika uwanja wa Benjamin Mkapa. Ni muda mrefu sana umepita. Lakini kama wachezaji, kile ambacho watangulizi wenu walifanya, mkikaa mnaongea nini ili kuhakikisha mnaendelea kulinda kile ambacho kilitokea miaka michache iliyopita?
Sisi kama wachezaji kwa kesho shida yetu ni kupata pointi 3 hapa nyumbani. hiyo ni lazima kesho. Kwa hiyo sisi kama wachezaji tumekaa vizuri, tumejipanga, makosa yaliyotokea tumeweza kuyafanyia kazi, na imani kesho tutaweza kupata pointi 3 na tutaweza kuendelea kupata ushindi.
Swali moja la mwisho, Jackson.
Sawa. Kapteni, mnakwenda kusaka alama 3 za kwanza kwenye michuano ya Champions League, ikiwa ni miaka 25 imepita hamjashiriki kama Young Africans. Unawaambia nini wananchi?
Tunawaambia tu kwamba kesho kila mwenye msuli wake avae aje uwanjani. Hata nyinyi waandishi wa habari mkiwa na msuli wenu pia vaa, kesho njoo uwanjani. Mje kuona kazi uwanjani.
Thanks. That is all from Young Africans.